Christine Bennett, a young flight attendant, is waiting in front of her gate for her flight from LA to Vancouver when she saw the awful news about the murder of four men: Sean, Matthew, Jonah, and Andrew. Those names ring a bell to her. Perhaps they were on a board with her any day. So immediately she looks for it. Bingo! All of them were on a flight with her. She feels quite sad. However, it's already 4 p.m., her flight time, so she drops it and gets on the plane. Lately, she cannot leave it. They get deeply into her head, asking to have justice. Notably, she feels it in her bones that the killer was or has been on her flights. Therefore, she intends to help with the investigation, even though she cannot on her own. So she thinks to ask her best friend Isabella for help. The airplane lands in Vancouver. It is pretty late and freezing. She needs a cup of hot chocolate before going to sleep. Without a doubt, she goes to a cozy and small cafeteria that is just a few blocks away from her hotel. Suddenly, a great heat recovers all her body whereas she remembers him, her Adam, her first love, unfortunately the chief of the police department who could provide her feels which might frame someone from her crew. Besides, she knows the answer would be yes, since he hasn't been able to overcome the relationship. He always tells her he won't stop loving her. She leaves the place and walks toward her hotel while it is snowing. She goes to bed and decides to call him in the morning. While spending the day in Vancouver at 11 a.m., she hears his voice. So sweet, as usual. So after a while of having catching up, she tells him. As expected, he agrees and they plan to meet at the Griffin Observatory next week. Until then, she stays calm and tries to observe her crew carefully while working.